Hey everybody, Glenn here with Modern Explorer, heading off to another interview. This time with a lady and her son who a few years back in Canon City, right behind the Home Depot on the Riverwalk, encountered one, maybe even two dogmen. At least that's the story I've gotten so far. So I'm heading off to this interview. This is going to be a really interesting one. Thanks for coming along the ride. Cheers.
20-30 yards away was this thing peeking over this pine bush.
It was a large, hairy animal, dark brown, black hair.
All of a sudden, this creature let out I want to call it a blood-curdling, growling, howling scream.
That's when I realized it wasn't my friend that had snuck up on me.
Dude, all the branches that are broken off are red.
That's crazy. There's no medulla.
Hey guys, Glenn with Modern Explorer down on the Mackenzie trailhead of the Riverwalk down here in Canon City. And boy, do I have a story for you today. This one is a woman and her son were hiking down here and had a very crazy experience. They seem to have gone somewhere else almost. Encountered not one, but two dogmen just about a half mile down the trail here. An incredible story. You're gonna get to hear that. We go on site, we poke around and see what things look like. As we were interviewing, just as we were shutting down, I was talking about my weirdness up at Florence Mountain Park. So part 2 comes up, also included in this video, what they experienced up at Florence Mountain Park, similar to what I and other people have encountered and documented up there. So that's another big part of this video. So again, thank you for coming along. This is an exciting one. If you or anybody you know has an encounters at modernexplorer.me, let me know. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff for the algorithm. Really appreciate it. And yeah, stay tuned. Let me know what you think about this one. Cheers. Okay, so guys, thank you for taking the time. I really appreciate it. And I know you guys want to stay anonymous.
Sure.
That's the reason they look at my ugly mug and our drinks and stuff here. But you guys had something really interesting happen down on the Arkansas River on the Riverwalk.
Yeah.
When was this?
What, September? I don't know. It's been like 3 or 4 years now.
3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay. And what time of day was this?
Morning, so around 7-ish.
Weekend? Weekday?
Weekday.
Weekday?
Yeah.
Okay. So early morning.
Yeah.
Weekday. Were there other people on the Riverwalk at the time? Do you remember?
Yes, but they were further down when we started, and they seemed creeped out too.
Okay. So I'll get into that. But
Yeah.
I'm just trying to set the stages to
Yeah.
when this happened. So early morning, September, no snow on the ground?
Nope.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Full lush.
Yep.
What September looks like down on the
Yeah.
Riverwalk. Okay. So walk me into where you started, where and what happened here.
Yeah, so we were headed down just to do a regular hike and find some insects for my kid for an entomology project. And we already, as you start to approach like where the tree line happens, it was already creepy. Creepy enough that we already had said a prayer. And it was about right here where we got already something is way not okay even.
So you started at Mackenzie.
Yes.
Started at Mackenzie, you're heading in on
Yeah,
the
you park and then walk in. Yep.
And then this is before the bridge. There's a little footbridge. So this is the bridge that I'm talking about. It's more of a culvert over a stream heading down to the river.
So we're hiking, and it was already different because we've done that, numerous times just for grins and giggles, killing time, whatever. And it was different. It was different when you just get that weird gut feeling. There was something already completely off, but we knew that there was no insects, there was no birds saying anything, there was no anything, nothing. Not a damn thing was happening, and it was a horrible smell. It smelled horrible. So I just chalked it up to a bear got in trash or who knows what over there, you know what I mean?
Now, have you crossed the bridge at this point, or were you at the bridge yet?
I would have said we started crossing the bridge at that point. Yeah, right in that area.
Okay.
But there's nothing, so we just keep going. So we're past the bridge at this point and walking down. And as you get down, I don't know, it's been a while since we've been there. the porta potties.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the butterfly was, give or take a couple of feet. But as we're walking in there, we're already, like I said, there's no birds, no insects, no nothing is talking. There was 2 other people on the side that were acting really weird. Like, I mean, it sounds really stupid. It looked like they were trying to catch bugs and eat them.
Really?
Yeah. So the character there was very off. It did not seem normal. It didn't seem like they were joking around. It was very, and it didn't look like, and I'm not trying to judge or throw anything, it didn't look homeless or like they were starving. It was just a very weird behavior.
Oh, interesting.
It was very weird. Yeah, so as we keep going in to this, there's leeches, big fat leeches in the middle of the pathway.
Leeches or
Leeches.
Not.
Nope, it was leeches.
They were leeches.
They were absolute leeches.
That's weird.
And there's no water or anything. And like I said, those don't just kind of fall off. You have to pull them off.
Yeah.
And at this point, the water that runs through there, that's pretty damn steep. So it's not like they fell off of a cow or a person. Like I said, they were big enough. You had to pull those.
God.
And there was a handful of them right there. And then
Were they clustered, or was it just kind of scattered?
Like if somebody just kind of tossed them.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
On the
trail. Yep. Like I said, and no birds or anything. Birds should have eaten them, something.
Yeah, leeches, they live in the water.
And they were still wet.
Wow.
They were still wet.
And alive.
And alive.
I
Yes.
poked it with a stick and it moved.
Mm-hmm. Because that was our first, that's really weird.
Yeah.
We get further in, and the smell is still just not. There's no wind, nothing. It's the weirdest thing. However, a couple of the trees are moving, as if something is kind of following us. But of course, trying not to.
So you're hearing movement in the trees?
And seeing the trees.
And seeing the trees.
And seeing the trees, yeah.
Okay.
And, but I'm like, oh, it's just a breeze and we're in a spot. Or, you're trying to make logical sense of something that you don't want to creep yourself out either. And we go in, and then we run into these 2 women. And they're older, and they're walking, but they specifically stopped us. So I took it as they feel creeped out too.
Okay.
Because it was really weird. It was like, hey, grab, hey.
And did they physically get a hold?
Yes, hey, what are you guys doing? What are you doing around? Like a really weird conversation that you might want to have with somebody in case you went missing or some weird interaction.
Now, did you get the same vibe?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they were creeped out.
They were creeped out. Yeah, they wanted to sit there and talk to us. Probably around 30 minutes in, we were like, we have places to be.
Yeah, and it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't just I'm being friendly. It was absolutely...
I want to be with you.
Yeah, I think we all need to hang out for a little bit.
Wow. So how long did you guys stay connected there for?
I think it was 30 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, and that's not a normal, everybody says, hi, how you doing? Keep walking. But this was 2 older ladies, trying to have a conversation.
Wow. And was the just random conversation?
Yeah, but you could tell that they were uncomfortable. It wasn't just how are you? Yeah. You remind me of something. It was, hi, what are you guys doing out here? Just a weird, it was a weird interaction.
So now you got 2 weird people back here.
Yeah.
You got these 2 ladies that now have glommed onto you.
Yeah.
Glommed onto you, for lack of a better word.
And we're like, oh, well, we got to go. He's got to get to school. And we were just trying to do a morning walk and get some insects and stuff. And, oh, not a problem, not a problem. So we keep going. We go down, we get the butterfly. And like I said, so at this point, it's not feeling even as creepy. But that's also the part where the trees aren't as thick. You know which chunk I'm talking about. And so the trees aren't nearly as thick. And so it didn't feel as creepy. But we're like, let's just get this. We're going back. On the way back, though, we start going in. The smell comes back even.
Now, did it?
It got a lot less.
Filled up, and
no. As soon as we smelt it, yeah, it's just wham.
Okay.
And so we start walking back, and then we run into those 2 older ladies, probably going back again. The other direction. Wanted to talk again.
Really?
Yeah, but this time it was only 10, 15 minutes. I was like, I'm so sorry. We really don't have time to do this. And as we go back, the leeches are gone. They're not there anymore. But still, the whole thing is, and I know it sounds like we're crazy, but there's not birds. There's no cicadas, there's no birds, there's no nothing. It is, if air could be silent and still, it was.
Same vibe?
Yeah, it was. They were gone. They were gone. everything was quiet. We've
Yeah.
hiked it multiple times. There's typically cicadas, birds, whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
There was nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, it was weird. And then the smell even got worse though this time.
Okay. So
Enough.
Can you describe the smell?
It almost smelled as if a dirty bear with a skunk. And I don't know if you've ever been around rattlesnakes enough, how they have a weird kind of musty smell. It was almost as all three of them together.
That's a very interesting little tidbit detail.
Yeah.
That because we were at the rattlesnake roundup in Texas,
Oh,
so I know exactly that smell.
yeah, they have a weird smell. You can smell them.
Yeah.
And enough that, like I said, because he was a little bit younger at the time, I looked at him and I was like, hey, you know, if we got a bear, because there's bears, they say on that.
Yeah.
And I was like, we're going to throw him a granola bar and we're getting the hell out of here.
Sure.
And I'm like, but I think we might have one be floating around. You know, not to be worried. No, don't freak out. Don't anything. But this might be something
So at this point, have you been hearing anything in the trees?
Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah,
so-
Even when the
Okay.
trees were moving and he was following us, it was silent almost.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't like noises of walking feet or anything. And even though the trees were moving wherever it was, it just, I don't
So
know
you
how
saw
to
just
explain
Like
it.
you were seeing rustling of leaves and
Yeah,
stuff?
But
How far
you couldn't
away
hear
was
'em.
that? Ish.
5-8 feet.
5
Oh, right
Yeah.
there.
Yes. Yes.
You saw movement
Oh, absolutely.
less than 10 feet
Yes.
away.
That's why I gave him the
Yeah,
lecture of a bear.
Wait
I
till
said, I
we
think we got a
see
bear.
anything.
Nothing.
Wait till we get to the location.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're getting in, and like I said, the smell is definitely more intense than it was walking the other direction. And then we saw this awesome dragonfly.
Okay.
And so it's like, I'm going to get that for my sister. But I had this weird feeling, you know, your soul tells you, you know. And so I'm like, oh, I'm just going to watch. You get the bug, and I'm just going to kind of keep an eye out. Mom's just got a weird, eerie feeling. And at this point, I see something from the sky fall down that looks like a big black thing. The kicker is, this is above the trees.
Okay, now I'm sorry, I need to back up
Yeah.
because there's a little detail.
Yeah.
As you're walking in, are you talking the tree movement is on the riverside?
Yeah, down by where the water
It's on-
runs. Yes.
So as you're going in, it's on your right, but it's right there.
Yeah.
How long did it pace you for? How long did you notice that movement?
I mean,
The-
like,
10 yards, 100 yards?
Let's see if I could say from that point to that point. I'd say that's got to be 250 yards, right?
250 yards.
Yeah.
So something was in
in
it.
Yeah.
essence, actively, yes.
Actively following.
Can't you turn
dragonfly.
around, you come back, the two ladies, you see the dragonfly, and now you see something.
Something fell from the sky.
So they said they were getting to be right about here when she thought she saw something fall from that tree up above. And as they got here to this set of trees right here, that's where they saw the figure standing.
Well, and when you catch it out of the corner of your eye, I thought maybe a bear. They said, you know, the bears. I'm trying to make logical sense of stuff, right? Fell out of the tree. I was like, oh boy, his chubby little ass fell asleep and now he fell out or whatever.
Riverside, opposite side.
Still a riverside.
Still Riverside. Okay.
And at this point, though, I'm realizing that was not from the top of the tree. It came from the sky.
Okay.
Never saw anything open, never any of that. But I see something. I mean, it looked like a big black, what you would think was a bear until it hit the ground. Sorry. I'm like,
So you saw it coming from beyond the trees?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And you saw a figure, a something.
Yeah, which looked like maybe if like a black bear was all kind of balled up and falling.
How large was this?
The
thing.
ball would, like I said, maybe the size of a regular black bear, just kind of curled up.
Okay, so like
So not huge.
the size of this table?
Yeah, maybe a little bit bigger.
Okay.
And but when it hit the ground, it was no longer a bear. It looked like a werewolf. It was absolutely a werewolf.
It was down in here.
Yes, it was standing right where you are. And
It was as tall as the fort.
and it was as tall as from where you're standing to the fork right there, yes, in that tree.
So I'm 6 feet tall. I can reach almost 8 feet.
Yes, sir.
That's a good 9 feet
from me.
Yeah, 9 feet from you, 6 feet
Plus-
tall. Plus it was down. Yes.
11 feet tall.
Yes, sir.
How broad was this thing?
It was
It was-
pretty massive.
yeah.
It was.
If you saw a 4x8 sheet of plywood as wide as,
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah, probably.
shoulder.
looking at that door, by no means am I a big guy,
Yeah.
but you're saying this wide.
Yeah, it was about that wide, if not bigger, like to maybe middle of the door. Like if you were to spread your arms out.
How?
Yeah.
And the distance, I'm going to use
Yeah,
the state.
absolutely.
The distance is only, what, that's about 10 yards. Talking about 15 yards.
Yeah, 15 yards, roughly.
Maybe 20 yards on the
Maybe, yeah. Give or take.
And it ran off. Go ahead and pan.
And it ran off in that direction. And actually, that tree over there is one of the trees that were knocked over.
So did you hear it hit the ground?
No. It didn't make a damn sound.
You didn't hear it hit the trees.
Nope.
No.
I watched it hit the ground.
You watched it hit the ground. Did it do the Avengers?
Nope. It stood up and bulked up, and I don't think it thought we were there. Because it looked almost as shocked that we were.
And how far away are we talking?
Oh, we're
probably
back to-
about where you're sitting to that tree behind you. Not the little one. That
Go
one.
on there.
Yes.
That's 10, 15 yards tops.
Yeah, absolutely not something we mistaked for what we saw.
So so I'm just building
Yeah,
a picture.
yeah.
You're hiking along, you see a dragonfly. Out of the corner of your eye, you see something drop into the thicket.
Yeah.
Doesn't make a sound, but then it stands up
Yeah,
15 or 10, 15 yards away.
yeah.
How much of it did you see? What did you see? Did you both see it?
All of it. Well,
Yes.
he hadn't seen it yet. He hadn't quite turned around.
Okay, so I'm going to get your story, then I'm going to get your story.
Yeah, so instantly my brain said demon or werewolf. But we grew up in the church and stuff, but that's the first thing I heard in my head was that's a demon or it's a werewolf. And then, but it sounds crazy because it's what you would think Hollywood movies look like.
Yeah.
He looked just like what would be in a Hollywood movie.
So it landed like on its feet?
Yeah. Yeah, and it was 8 to 10 feet tall.
Wow.
Yeah, this thing was huge, and it looked like it worked out and did steroids huge.
Okay, so can you describe what you were looking at?
Yeah, I mean, it looked just like what you would picture out of a Hollywood thing. 8 to 10 feet, huge muscles, kind of hairy, but its eyes didn't have, they were like black mirrors.
Okay. Did it, so let's kind of, what, it was in the bushes. Could you see all of its legs or
About the calf down.
about the calf down was hidden?
Yeah, that's when all of that wasn't fenced in anymore and the grass was really tall, and they kept having the cows going in and out and all that. So could see from about the mid of his calf up.
Okay, so working your way up the body.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Or do you want to work your way down?
Yeah, I mean,
What? I want to get every little.
yeah, I just don't know how to explain it besides he looked like a werewolf.
What?
He's jet black.
Jet black.
Yeah, like I said, his eyes didn't have eyeballs. They were mirrors. They were like blacked out mirrors.
Did it have any other color markings or
Mm-mm.
glaze or anything like that?
Nope, just like the hair on the arms, the kind of the bald chest, teeth, big teeth,
Let's
dog nose.
we're getting the legs. Did they look like people legs? Did they look like dog legs? You know how dogs have that.
Yeah, no, it looked like what you'd see on Hollywood, like the weird bend.
Okay.
You know, like if it was, I guess, a dog leg, but
Yeah.
the way the knee kind of bends up and goes up in a weird hip.
Okay, so it goes into the hips.
Yeah,
Hair on its legs.
Yeah.
How long is the hair?
felt like that, maybe a couple inches.
2-3
Nothing
inches
crazy,
long.
yeah.
Okay. Comes up. Genitals.
Wasn't really even thinking about that, if I'm honest. Like,
So
yeah,
people might go, oh yeah, you know.
yeah, no,
So no tail.
I think it did have a tail.
I think you may have.
Yeah, like I said, I was so just shocked of what the hell is that?
So we're going up. Chest. Black hair, like a dog.
No, not on his chest and stuff.
Not
Like I
his
said,
chest.
it was kind of just
What about his belly?
not a whole bunch on his belly either.
Okay. had shoulders,
Oh yeah.
real shoulders,
Yeah. Yeah.
arms,
Yep.
obviously.
Almost like if it was humanish at that point, you know what I mean? And it looked like he lifted weights for fun.
And hands. Can you describe the hands?
Yeah. Looked like big, sharp, doggy looking
Were they
hands.
long? I mean,
They were long.
Proportionate or longer than our hands?
Oh, they were longer than ours. Like I said, this thing was huge.
Fingernails?
It was portioned to his body size.
Okay.
So yeah, fingernails, they were long. They were like claws.
Like claws?
Yeah.
Okay. This is going to sound silly. Was it flappy
Mm-mm.
or clappy? Right? If it held its hands up or moved, okay, we're not there yet. So it comes up. Did it seem to have a neck?
Yeah.
As it was a distinct
Yeah.
neck. Can you describe its head?
Yeah, like a wolf's head.
Like a wolf's head?
Yeah.
So my
Very
dog's-
prominent with the long nose, like a wolf or a
Okay.
coyote. That would be very much how the face.
Okay. Ears. What would
Yep.
ears look like?
Dog ears, like a
Pointed.
coyote or a wolf.
Were
Yeah.
they floppy or were
Nope.
they pointed up?
Pointed up like a wolf.
Like a wolf. Okay. People talk about like Doberman ears. No.
Nope, coyote, wolf looking ear.
triangular.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did the ears, were they moving at all?
No, well, like I said, it looked as it was as shocked to see us standing there as we were.
Really?
Yeah, like it almost like it didn't expect us to be there, or oh shit, we saw it.
Did its face change?
No, it just was like this weird expression, and then it took off like the flash.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the expression.
Yeah.
Did it seem to be aggressive? Like, was it angry? Was it surprised? Was it?
I think it was surprised. I think it was just as shocked that we had seen it. I don't think it was thinking we'd be there, or
Did you see teeth?
yeah.
So, was his mouth open?
Nope, they just sitting there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's interesting. So do you think its lips were curled back? I mean, like that would be like I picture my dogs when they get mad, they kind of.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I wouldn't say it was anything like ridiculous,
but
like
if
it
you
was going to
saw the
attack
teeth-
us. Yeah.
You would think there's a snarl.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that, but it would have had to have been a little bit
Yeah.
angry-ish, or on the aggressive, like protective side. You know how dogs do that, where they kind of get that, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you said it. How did it leave?
So at this point, I pull my knife because I am absolutely convinced I'm not sure we're going back to the car
So
alive.
how long are you observing this thing?
I actually can't tell you.
Yes.
It could have been
I feel like it was probably like 10 minutes.
10, 15 minutes.
Really?
Time
Yeah, but it
froze.
felt so
Time
long.
froze.
Yeah. Yeah.
And were you locked eyes with it?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Both of you guys are, which is interesting. So I'm going to get your story too.
Yeah.
So you're looking at it. It's looking at you. Is it breathing?
No, he looks frozen. I'm not breathing either. Like I said, at this point, I'm just holding the knife and I'm staring at him. And about that time, then he had
Okay.
turned around.
So you're looking at it. Okay. So I'm going to pause here.
Yeah.
Let's go to your side of the story. What do you agree with what we've gotten to at
Oh,
this
yeah.
point? Okay. So
Down to a T, yeah.
now you're down to, you're there. You caught the dragonfly?
No, my back's towards my mother.
Okay.
I'm trying to catch the dragonfly, but I was actively talking to my mom while her back was to me. And all of a sudden she went dead silent. I missed the dragonfly because all of a sudden I felt this eerie feeling due to the fact that my mother just went silent out of nowhere. I turn around and I look at my mom's hand. The first aspect I notice is the drawn knife. Typically when she draws a weapon, she informs me I'm drawing my weapon.
Sure.
And I saw the knife in her hand, and I was like, why is your knife?
And you saw it
Gross.
then at that point.
That's when I noticed. It
So,
was,
What do you remember of it? Any other details about this critter?
no, she has it down to a T. It was tall as hell. In fact, it could have been around taller. Because it wasn't behind any bushes really either. It was next to a tree, and it was in a ditch. And we saw, as she said, from top of the legs
All the way up.
all the way up.
And that's why I figured about 8 to 10 feet, because give or take that
Yeah,
dip.
give or take that dip.
Did you notice anything, any other physical description about the chest? Can you flesh out that at all?
It looks like if you've gone to the gym with someone and they're not wearing a shirt, and they've been there daily for years on end.
Okay, so I'm trying to picture the hair, right? Where did the hair begin and end on the chest?
From like top of the pec, not like on the pec, but like top shoulder blade pec area.
So it was bald or naked.
Yeah.
Here,
Yeah.
was his belly naked?
No, slightly. I'd say there was slightly.
But the chest itself was bare.
Yes.
Okay.
It looks similar to this, but not as aggressive as the photo.
Okay. If you'll send me that when you're done. Okay, so you see this thing. Is it flicking from person to person?
No, it's locked on the both of us because my mother went into defense mode and stood a little more in front of me.
Okay.
Trying to protect me.
Okay.
Because it's fight or flight. That was the first thing that appeared in both of our heads the moment that thing looked at us.
We did not think we were going to live through it, honest to God.
So how long do you remember observing this thing?
Like I said, about 10, 15 minutes. Time froze.
Yeah,
Time froze.
it was weird.
That's crazy. Okay, so I'm just going to push into this. People say time freezes. Like you're in an automobile accident. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was nearly in an accident once. Time certainly slowed down. I was able to steer out of it. But I wouldn't say time froze. I would say, time compressed. I knew it. I hate to say this, but 10, that I would have said time compressed, but I know it was only a second or two compressed and stretched out, whatever.
Yeah.
But you guys are saying like 10 minutes. So can you explain that at all? What do you think what happened in there?
I would say maybe 10 minutes from when it hit the ground to when we didn't see it anymore.
So you're observing this thing, and it's not moving.
No,
it's just
like
as
frozen.
shocked that we're looking at it as it is looking at us.
Like it doesn't know. It almost looks like the thing doesn't know what to do now.
Yeah.
Like it's determining: do we take it out? Do we just run off and pretend they didn't see me? Like it was I think we all sat there just like, what the hell?
The best way to explain it is if you were younger and your parent came into the kitchen as you were sneaking a cookie from the cookie jar. It's you sit there and you freeze and then just hope that they're tired enough they didn't actually see what they saw.
But I guess what I'm having a hard time wrapping my brain around is the time, right? I mean, your example of a kid at the cookie jar, you're there for 2 seconds and then things change. Maybe you're there for 10 seconds. Maybe 10 seconds is a long time to be frozen. You're talking 10 minutes of frozen time.
Yeah.
That's
But the whole thing, even like I said, when we started walking in, remember how I said it was like everything was already frozen?
Mm-hmm.
Like the trees, the birds, there was nothing, like it was a weird besides some of the people, right?
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, like you couldn't hear the water, and you can always hear the water running. Like it was already as if we had walked through some weird ass portal or something. Like the whole thing, it was like oddly frozen. It was oddly frozen in its own weird dimension, timeline. I don't know.
That's crazy. I'm going back. I want to go back to the weather really quick. Normal.
Perfect, just like it is right now. A nice breeze, the sun shining.
You didn't see a shimmering portal.
Nope.
You walked through.
No.
And you didn't hear anything particularly weird. Okay, so
yeah.
So going back to now, you see it. You're staring at it. It leaves. What does it do? How does it turn?
It's honestly, there's no way of explaining how it left. It just was gone.
It was like the Flash. Like
it was fast.
The character.
You could hear it. Now all of a sudden you could hear it.
Yeah, you can hear it.
You could hear it running through the forest.
But it was
plowing through the forest.
And you could hear it snapping the trees off.
Yeah.
As it was running.
So,
but it was gone. Like we blinked and he was gone.
So when you say the Flash, you're talking the Marvel character, DC character that runs really fast, not a poof of Flash.
Yeah. No, the Flash.
Almost a better description would be Quicksilver, also a Marvel character, because he'll be standing in front of you in the scenes that he's in. He'll be standing in front of you 1 second, and then he's gone, and everybody's like, "Where'd he go?"
I saw a documentary. It was terrifying.
I mean, like we
Wow.
blinked and he was gone.
But all of a sudden you can hear it. It's no longer being soft and gentle walking through the forest. It was full
hauled ass.
sprint.
Now, was it heading towards the river, downriver, upriver?
It was headed.
Away from the river. So almost like if it was headed towards Home Depot, like that direction.
Really? So
Yeah.
away
Yes.
from the river.
Yes.
Did you hear it cross the river?
No.
Nope. But it's big enough he could have jumped it right there. You know, some of that's kind
Yeah,
of
some of
narrow.
That's really narrow. But so, because Home Depot's here,
hmm
you got all those fields.
Yeah.
You got the river. You got the thicket. You got your walk. You're on the walk. It plows through the thicket, heading towards Home Depot.
Yeah.
But you didn't hear it hit the river.
No.
Nope.
Did you see it on the other side of the river?
Nope.
No.
No, it was like we
Yeah,
blinked and it was gone.
And it was heading that way.
Yeah.
And so we decided to pick up our speed on walking out of the out of the tree line.
Yeah.
It was fight or flight.
Yeah. So you guys took off, went back to the car.
We're walking back towards the car.
And we have another incident.
Okay.
And this is not the same one. But at that time, we didn't realize that it could have been two because we're so pumped up on adrenaline and what just happened.
Okay. So
Yeah.
thank you I really appreciate you walking this step by step. So now you've seen this thing. It takes off. Boom. Boom. Like a shot.
Yep.
You start speed walking back to the car.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And as soon as we get past that tree line, because you know it's very distinct where the trees start picking up. As soon as we got back and I turned around, because I wanted one to make sure it wasn't following us, and two, you almost look again like what just happened. You try to make some kind of common sense or something out of the situation.
Yeah.
And at this point, this gray one, which is also
Great.
yes,
Mhm.
but it is same build, same teeth, same everything, but it looks great and it's shorter, but it's also crouched down. Comes across as if it was an alien in a movie. You know how the aliens do that weird walkie thing or whatever they're trying to creep people out. And this thing is definite. You know, this one has eyes. This one has actual eyes. And this thing makes eye contact with us and lets us know and walks across the road in the open to the other side.
There's no bushes in the roadway. There's nothing.
And he
No, we're
made
talking
sure.
Crossing the pathway.
Yes.
There's nothing. Now,
And-
if you go now, it's different. It's been a few years. I've been there again.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of trees and stuff like that. There's still nothing on the trail.
We can show
we
you when
went-
we get out there.
Yeah.
There was no trees at all.
Yeah.
Or, well, there was trees, but there was no until a certain point.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah.
And then it crossed that little gap. There's nothing in the path. You cannot mistake this for anything
This
else.
thing made sure we saw it. This one wanted us to see it. And
Was
this
it
one had
walking
eyeballs.
Was it crossing?
Crossing.
It was this. Yes, it was this bush. Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up there.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna act it.
okay.
Where was it when you first went? Where do you think it was?
It crossed right about where you are. A little further. About like right there. And it at a diagonal angle had walked down towards this tree
Okay.
while
Like this.
Okay. Come on up. So you're up front of me here, though, right?
Yeah.
yes.
Saw it. So what made you turn around? What made you see it?
Adrenaline and fear.
Okay, so you turned around just on instinct.
Yeah.
And at that point, you saw it doing this bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was crossing. So
Mhm.
you have profile view of it.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Okay, let's go back to description, starting from the nose back. Same build.
Absolutely the same.
Everything-
Everything down to a T,
color different.
except the color in the eyes.
How long was the neck? Now, because it's sideways, how long's the neck on this thing?
Proportional to like a human or like a normal thing that would be that size,
so
if
I'm
that makes
picturing
sense.
If somebody's got a German Shepherd,
Yeah.
Yeah.
proportional length.
Yep.
It's like
Just.
German Shepherd.
Mm-hmm.
Was it real? I mean, how long was the hair on this?
About the same.
Yeah.
Like I said, everything is the exact same as the black one, only the color was gray,
And this one
as
had
if it
eyes.
was older, and this one actually had eyes.
Okay, what color are the eyes? Do you have a
Normal, like brownish, like
brownish?
yeah, like a normal dog.
But it was looking at you.
Oh
Was it
yeah,
look-
As they're hiking along here, again, kind of speed walking. We got about 30 yards. And right about where the shadow ends, they did a bit of a turnaround to see if they were being followed. That's when they saw the second one. So they turn around and they see one cross right there at about the tree line, go into these these bushes here, down into that drainage right there, and ends up looking at them through these trees. And that's the one that was glaring at them.
Was it?
No, it wanted us to see
Was
it
it moving sideways and looking at you? Like
Yes,
this?
yes,
Yes.
it was crossing the path
with
and
its
it made
arms
sure,
even, and just was like.
it made sure we saw every single thing.
And
that
this
it
one
did.
was very aggressive. Like I said, it was showing its teeth.
It
It
was-
was pissed.
Did you hear anything?
Nope.
No.
Growling?
Nope, you couldn't hear it walk across the road either. And there's a lot of
There's
rock.
gravel.
It's almost like your parent when you're in public and you're in trouble and they don't want to make a big scene.
It was like, hey, I took it as a warning.
Interesting. So it's crossing. Did it stop at all, or
Did it
Oh,
move across?
It
Oh, yeah,
moved
it-
across and then stuck its face
Through a bush.
through a bush and still
And
stared
watched
at
us.
us.
It had stuck its head through those trees and bushes when it was really healthy there.
How tall was it at that point?
Yeah, you'd have to stand up. Probably about like that.
About this high, and it
Yes.
bushes,
Because at the time,
looked at you,
yes,
showed you its teeth.
yes.
How far away? You're about that distance?
We were, if you stay right there. Right here.
So as I'm standing here, as I'm crossing, do you think you remember seeing a tail at all?
I do not remember seeing a tail on this one.
Interesting. I don't know what the immediate history is of this immediate area.
Oh, yeah.
There's the cement plant up there,
Mm-hmm.
ancient farms, and the river's just
River, yeah, right over there.
50 yards that way, tops.
Mm-hmm.
Get in our car.
did it open the bush
Yes.
with its hands?
Yes. Yeah. It opened the bush
Yeah.
with its hands, and then it stuck its face through the bush, and it watched us get in our vehicle and waited. It was
Yep.
like, all right, time for you guys to go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did this one have a tail? Could you tell? Do you remember?
I don't know if I remember.
I feel like this
You?
one didn't have a tail.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I didn't see a tail on this one, but I'm not looking at it as.
Yeah,
Or the other one? Did the other one to you seem to have a tail or no?
It was. I swear it did.
Okay.
I swear.
It did
This is-
too,
yeah.
but-
This is a season, but it's always good to get.
well, it's been a while too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
And I was more focused on what the heck is that?
Yeah,
Not,
it-
do you have a
it-
tail?
Especially with the first one that was jet black. It was staring at our faces and we were
Yeah.
staring at it. So it's like, oh, I'm not gonna lose this eye contact because I don't want you to see any sense of weakness right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like I said, fight or flight, you go into defense mode.
Was it shoulders higher than its butt? Was it even? Was it butt higher? Do you remember?
On the
On the gray one
on
when it was crossing.
I don't know. He was crouched
He was
down,
walking.
and
Yeah,
walking.
It was,
Oh,
like almost
it
a
was
half-ass
he was
squat.
so
on,
it wasn't on all fours?
no, he was on
It was
both of his
walking
legs,
like a
and then
human.
it had its arms like curled up like this.
I would love to have you do this. So you're going to have to guide me into the.
Yeah, I
what
got
its
you.
position is. Um,
So it's
Nope. Stand
no,
up more.
stand up like yeah,
Yep. And lean back like and do the.
and then
Yeah.
like, have your hands like this. Yeah.
Yep.
okay. Did its hands seem to dangle, or were they?
No, they were
Oh no,
stiff. They were stiff.
stiff.
They were down.
He's very in control of what.
That's what I meant by
Clap or slappy.
Clappy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they were slappy.
No,
No,
they were
clappy.
clappy. They were
clappy.
stiff, but his hands were like his fingers were like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So but it's like this.
Yeah.
And then it's staring at us as it's walking forward.
Wow.
It wanted us to see it.
So it's not on all fours.
No, this is on.
Holy cow. Okay, so you now get in the car.
We cry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we cried.
Yeah.
Did you immediately take off? Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we cried and left.
Were you
Yep. Oh,
gravel flying?
nope.
No,
Really?
Yeah.
Just
she loves her cartoons.
Just
She
take
do
off.
that.
Well, in a just medical field for so long, like there's a lot of instincts that are in me not to drive crazy,
Okay,
stuff
okay.
like that.
If it was
So
me-
still able to handle a
Gravel
high.
fly.
Yeah, gravel would have been everywhere.
When you get out, you're calm, cool, and collected as you pull out, onto Mackenzie. You're not tearing out of there.
Nope.
No,
Okay. You head on home.
Yeah.
What were your emotions? What was going on?
crying some more.
Yeah. I
It
think the
was-
adrenaline had come down and we were just not sure.
Was there any conversation between you two?
No, actually,
Yeah.
we just kind of sat. Well, yeah, we just kind of sat there for a minute, and we were like, "What the hell was that?"
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we
then,
didn't know what to make sense of it,
one, of course, it watched us get into our vehicle, so we kind of locked the
It
door.
has our plates now.
Yeah, well, not to that extent, but it was fast enough that it vanished. We were like, so we were uncomfortable to even leave the house.
So do you think it could it have chased the vehicle readily?
Oh,
it would have passed it.
yes.
This thing is fast.
Yeah. Like unexplainably fast.
But the Flash or Quicksilver is a way to put it.
Wow. Okay, so you get home. Now you're starting to decompress.
Yeah.
And
Any more conversation coming out at this point?
not really.
Not really.
I had to start doing schoolwork. I failed everything that day because I was so freaked out.
Sure.
But my dad
Well,
had come
yeah.
over.
Yeah, he had come over
Your
because
dad comes over.
Mm-hmm.
yes, so Grandpa comes
And he's
over.
like, "What the heck is going on? Why are you guys crying?" Because he can tell we're upset.
Uh-huh.
And
We
we
explain-
explain it to him.
the exact same story that we're telling you now, and that we'll tell you when we get to the location, and we'll point out destinations and stuff like that. Our grandpa at the time was around the tallest of our family, 6 foot.
Okay.
And we take him there, and as we're walking to where we saw the jet black one,
Now, how long has this been now?
it was
Yeah.
only like an hour,
Yeah.
hour and a half. Like
Okay, so it's a time.
Pretty quick though, too.
he didn't.
I mean, that's pretty quick.
It wasn't by the end of the day. It was
Yeah.
within.
Walking in. What were your feelings as you're going back in?
Oh, well, right now at this point I'm pissed because he's
Yeah.
telling me.
He doesn't believe us.
Yeah, he's telling me, "Are you sure it wasn't an elk eating the leaves?" And I'm just like, "Oh my gosh, I've been raised up around firearms and hunting, and so I'm kind of getting mad. I'm not retarded,
Right.
Are you kidding me? I
You
did
might
not
have to use a
mistake."
different word.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
As well.
It is what it is.
Either way, I didn't mean it like that, but
Yeah. No.
I'm pissed because I'm not.
I'm not an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not dumb.
I can clearly see what this and it. I don't think he had realized at that point too how close we were
it
to
was
it
Okay, so you
until we got there.
drive in, you park in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we start walking back up again.
Start walking back up.
Yeah.
And as,
Conversation at this point.
Not a whole bunch. We're
no.
both kind of quiet, and my dad's just.
well, I
there.
mean, if you want to know details too, we did bring handguns. We were terrified.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw
I
a werewolf
absolutely.
taller than you, and
Yeah.
looks like it's been lifting weights every single day. It's like, all right, I'm going to try to bring something that will maybe poke it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we get back to the trail as we're walking in, where the gray one, we're trying to take him to where we saw the jet black one.
Yeah.
But where the gray one had crossed was Hoofprints.
Yeah, it wasn't Pawprints. It was hooves.
Hoof
And it was
prints.
not. It was. And like I said, I've been around
And it-
cattle, cowgirl shit.
Now I'm
Not
gonna go.
We're
mistakenly.
gonna go hoof prints now. We got lots of
Mm-hmm.
animals here.
Yeah.
There's deer, elk, cow,
It was,
Looks similar to a goat.
yeah.
similar to a goat.
To a goat.
Yeah,
Really?
and now there was plants that where it went down towards that bush and it stuck its face out and looked at us, that were like stripped by the plant
Yeah.
wasn't squished or nothing. It like gone in between the hooves and stripped the plant of like the.
So this thing is
Yeah.
unfazed while it's walking around or something.
Now you're walking in. Where the gray one was, you find
Hooves.
Hoofprints.
Yeah.
how far apart were they? How many? I mean,
A normal stride for
Yeah.
what a person maybe of
mean,
like
a foot, 2 foot, 3 feet.
Well,
I don't know, whatever.
I mean, I hate to.
Yeah, no, I just am like,
So that's a good two and a half, 3
2.5
feet pushing it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't close,
no,
right? I mean,
yeah,
you see deer tracks, and
Yeah.
they're relatively close unless it's running. But if it's just walking, it's
Yeah, and like I said, I grew up even hunting and cowgirl, Wyoming stuff. Like,
yeah.
I'm very, very able to identify if that was an elk or a cow or
This
you
looks
know,
like Hoofprints.
it looked like
It was,
weird
yeah,
goat
it was
prints
And you both you
Yes.
concur.
Because we both sat there for a minute and we were
because
like,
it didn't make
ain't
sense.
no way.
Made
No,
no
what's
What's your
sense.
dad say at this point?
Well, at this point, you can see he's starting to kind of be like, "That's interesting," but
But back to the fact that he didn't think it was, he thought it was
Real.
an elk
You know.
or a
Yeah.
deer.
Well,
Originally.
what was his interpretation of these tracks?
well, at this point, he's just like, and that was kind of.
Yeah,
he's not a
he's
man of many
very
words.
superstitious. So.
Yeah.
So now what do you do?
So we walked a couple of feet because it's only got to be 5 feet to where we saw
Yeah.
the black one.
And so,
Okay, so I'm sorry. So the black one was here. The
Green one
Everyone was
across
close.
the road.
Yeah, and I'll show you when we
within-
get there. It'll make a little more
within
it's
sense.
short distance.
Oh, yeah.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as we get to where we saw the jet black one, she proceeds to wander off to where we were standing, so about that tree.
To give my dad like a distance, like, hey, this isn't like it was 300 yards and I couldn't identify
So,
it. This was right here,
Yeah.
dude.
As a reference, she would be where you were, and I would be where the tree is
Yeah,
to
yeah,
show. And my grandpa goes, okay, so it was standing in this ditch, and he goes down in the ditch, and all we can see is from his neck and up.
Wow.
And then it dawned on him. I think at that point, I was like, yeah.
Did he see anything in the trees? Any breaking of any?
Well,
Oh yeah, because
that's when I
then
said, look, it ran through there, and you could see big trees.
and the grass at that
snapped.
time was up to about my waist, and
And
it
so
was
you could
like
see the
pushed
running.
over.
Okay. And so the grass is pushed over.
And trees are
there
absolutely
was
snapped.
trees,
What
yes.
What diameter trees are we talking?
Like
Big trees.
yeah, big.
We're not talking tiny, like, oh no, we're talking big trees.
I'm holding my arms up so for the camera.
Yeah, you're good.
So you said trees. Did you say trees were pushed over?
Just a couple. And no,
Yeah.
it was almost as if he ran so fast he ran over them.
Yeah, he just
Okay, so-
bulldozed.
I'm backing up.
Yeah.
He plowed this way.
Yep.
Yeah.
You heard him hitting.
Oh, you
Oh,
heard the
trees,
trees
yeah.
snapping, yeah.
You heard trees snapping.
Yes.
But then you go and investigate. Now we're not talking this big.
No.
Not talking
no,
this
no,
big
no.
a tree.
No, we're talking
talking-
big
Not talking
trees.
this big a tree.
No.
We're talking
Where did
trees
you
like
go?
that
Gotcha.
one.
Trees.
Nope,
Nope,
like that
that
one,
one.
bigger.
That one back there.
Yeah.
Snapped.
This big around.
Yes,
Snapped.
completely
Snapped.
just bulldozed.
Yep.
You both saw these.
Yes.
Yes.
And then
Good.
he
Probably
did.
still there, huh?
Probably,
Maybe.
probably.
Yeah, that would actually be amazing.
I'm not sure.
I
There's
hope they
fencing
are.
now, so I don't know if somebody went in and cleaned it
I
up.
don't-
But I
if there's
guarantee
no
there's
space.
probably a trunk I could show you was the one.
Well,
Or-
let's go check.
I mean,
definitely want
if
to
you're,
So we're talking.
it's
You
insane.
see trees
Yeah.
this big broken or
Yeah.
broken in half. I don't think an elk, certainly a bear, couldn't break. Now were these okay? Were these living trees? Were they?
Living.
They were like the green leaves on
Yes.
that tree right now. They were live.
And
They were
that's
living trees.
Yeah.
and that's when my dad crapped his pants.
Yeah, that's when.
He was like, "Oh my gosh," because he could see that it had just happened. You know how trees
Yeah.
and
have
it's still
their.
green, and
Yeah.
it's still leaking like the.
I said
fluid
it ran
and
through
stuff.
right there, and his face got white.
And then he
Did you
goes,
see any tracks in the?
no. The grass was so
Nothing.
tall where it ran, it just like pushed it.
But
Down.
you saw the grass.
You could
Yes,
see at
yes.
least push through.
And it plowed through. How many trees do you think it?
Well, at least two in the.
Yeah, there
weird
was like
bush
two,
thing.
but then there was like the third off in the distance because where it had ran, it was like you could see it had like turned at one point,
Okay.
Yeah,
and there was
Broke
trees.
flipping
Trees.
trees.
It broke
big
trees.
trees, not tiny
Yeah,
trees.
not trying to
Big trees.
How far off the ground were these broken?
Well, probably.
Yeah, okay, maybe a couple feet.
Yeah, a couple
Couple
feet.
feet.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Wow. Holy cow!
Yeah, it was a
This
situation.
was pretty terrifying. I mean, it was real
No.
deal.
And your dad, at this point, he's
He's not going to admit it, but he definitely
He
was like,
said-
something happened.
His exact words were, "You guys saw something. Let's get out of here."
Yep.
and he wanted to leave.
Yes.
He was uncomfortable at
He
that
was
point.
uncomfortable at that point.
Yep.
Mhm.
You guys come home,
That's it.
and that's it.
Yep.
Mhm.
Well, now what? Your other family members, what do they think about this story?
We don't tell everybody.
We try to keep this
We'll
one.
keep this on the down low.
Yeah.
We try not to seem loony,
Yeah,
but everybody who's claimed they've seen something, they're immediately seen as insane. But after our experiences, there's not a doubt in my mind that there's something beyond a reasonable doubt that they also saw something.
And that's the reason I'm doing these stories.
Yeah.
Because you're not the only people.
No.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people. Honestly, 1 out of every 20 people I talk to, well, let me tell you my story,
Yep.
Yeah.
right? And it's crazy how many stories there are that are out there.
Yeah.
And so, thank you.
This thing doesn't go away,
Head
by the
over
way.
there. Yeah.
So once you see it,
Yeah.
we can tell when it's around, but we don't ever
Oh, yeah.
physically see
You
it
can
again.
you can feel it.
Wait a second.
Yeah. It comes and visits.
It
Or
does.
watches us.
Yeah,
Something.
it-
We never see it again. Never have seen it again.
No,
But
but
you've sensed it at your house.
it's been
Absolutely.
at our house.
Have you ever found any, I don't want to say structures, but structures? Any sticks piled
No.
up, done anything weird?
Nothing. Mm-mm.
Okay. What about lights?
No.
Balls of light at all?
Mm-mm.
I'm just,
No,
Yeah.
It's a good
Nothing.
so
question.
many weird things.
No, no,
Yeah.
it's a good question.
Anything
Nothing.
else that we can add to this?
Mm-mm.
Not really. Not until we get there. That's
Okay.
Wow. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry
crazy.
you guys had to deal with this.
Yeah, it's a lot.
just
It's a
talking
lot.
about.
So you know where Florence Mountain Park is?
I do.
You ever been up the sawmill?
I've been there multiple times.
I found this at the sawmill in August of last year. As we're talking here, I was telling you about the weird stuff I found up at Florence Mountain Park.
Yep.
And you guys chimed in and had more to this story. So please, so you said this thing has followed you here,
Yeah.
Yes.
but you had something weird happen at Florence Mountain Park
Yes.
up by the sawmill.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the same reason we went hiking the first time, I was homeschooled. I had gym class. They said go do anything physical. We'll count it as credit.
And we like hiking and stuff.
Yeah,
and
we
then
love it.
4-H and everything else. And
Yeah.
And then so go ahead and we
Weekday?
yeah, weekday again.
Weekday.
Mhm.
So now don't quote me on this. I feel like it was a Thursday both times.
Okay.
But my grandfather, who didn't believe us the first time, we went hiking, and same place where you saw the upside down trees stuck in the
Is
ground.
this the first time or the second time?
I was saying
First one.
yeah.
Okay.
We start hiking up. He brought his dog,
Mhm.
and it's a Malinois.
And
Yeah,
Yes,
it's a smart dog. Smart.
Yeah, smart dog. Very defensive of us.
Yes, yes,
It
yes.
was trained to be. We get up to this mountain.
Back up. And was trained to be defensive.
Yes,
Yeah, he's
Trained.
trained to protect.
Okay.
trained to defend. And so we're going up this mountain, and I stood up on a rock.
Okay, I'm going to pause for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
The trail is about 3 miles long.
Yes,
You crossed the stream the first time where the bridge used to be.
yes.
It's an interesting reason why that bridge was broken.
Mm.
At some point, you're going to get to that canyon where it really starts to narrow up
That's where it was.
in that rocky.
Yes. I was in the rocky area.
Okay.
And we
And I
never
stood
seem to make it past that.
We've never seemed to make it past that without
Something
having a
stops
weird
us
reaction.
every time.
Really,
Yes.
We've never
Well, I
made it
hike
all the
up
way
there.
up.
I go hiking up there every 2 weeks to check out on some weird stuff
Yeah.
because I've got a lot of weird stuff up there.
You have some cojones.
The crazy thing is, and maybe it's stupidity,
Well, yeah.
I'll hike up to the sawmill
Mhm.
and then hike out in the dark.
Yeah, okay, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah.
What's interesting, I've never had anything happen.
Yeah.
I've walked
That's
out.
crazy.
Yeah. And what's crazy, there's so few animals, but that's a whole nother story. Go
Yeah.
on. So you're at,
You're in that narrow
I'm in the
section.
narrow section with the rocks.
how many times do you think you've crossed the stream at this point?
Only the
remember?
once.
Yeah, the one time.
Just the one time?
Just the one time.
Okay.
Wait, so we
Yeah.
only
So
ever
that's
make
really
it halfway,
down where
ever.
we're at.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
there's
so-
rock climbing areas.
Yeah.
And the big rocks on the left, when you're
Yeah,
walking
yeah.
up, that's where. We never make it past that ever.
Okay, it's
And-
got the chalk on it.
Yep.
where the rock-
Yes.
Climbers climb.
Okay.
I was standing on the rock and I was looking forward at the path because I was trying to see the mill. And obviously wasn't close enough, but I was trying. I was young and eager. And then I saw this gentleman. He was walking back down. He had his dog with him. Our dog was trained to behave. If Our dog was told to sit, stay, it's behaving. The guy, as I'm looking at him, he has his dog, and it looked like he had another dog that was a little more behind him, and it was black. Well, as I told him we had a dog, and so he chained up his dog and he walked by us.
Pause. How old are you at this point? Ish. Not going to hold you to it, but...
I probably have a photo on my phone.
About 17, 16.
Oh, so you're not a kid.
No.
You're not 7.
I'm not making things up.
Things up. Okay.
And so I told him we had a dog. He chains up his dog, and I jumped down from the rock. So now he's out of my sight, out of mind. He walks past us nicely with his dog, and it's just him. And I was like, "Hey, sir, what about your second dog?" He was like, "Oh, I don't have a second dog." Mm-hmm. Which, of course, to that point, I stand back up on the rock to look out to nothing.
Because we both saw a second black dog.
You were there too.
Yeah.
Yes, she was there with me.
So you both saw a second black
dog in the distance.
Yeah,
well,
it
looked like a dog in the distance. Yes.
Looked like a pet dog, like
it was
a black
a little
German
more
Shepherd.
behind him.
Uh-huh.
He wasn't looking towards it, but as he passed us and our dog behaved and everything, and they got a decent ways away, as we started to go further in where we saw the other dog area-ish, our dog started getting really fucking angry. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Super protective.
Yes, growling, losing his mind, but he was also scared.
Was he looking in different directions or looking one direction?
It was kind of one direction.
Yeah, he was locked.
He was locked on something,
locked
but he was like growling and freaking out at the same time. Like, I want out of this leash, but also like, these are my people. I have to try and warn whatever that is.
I don't want to be here.
But I have to be. Yeah.
Okay.
Like a security guard working at 3 a.m, night shift. Yeah, like.
Holy cow. So you then... So what do you guys do?
We proceed to get creeped out because our grandpa even, after the first time, was like, "You guys are saying you guys saw a dog." And we're like, we saw a dog.
He didn't question it this time. He's like, "Okay, we're going back."
Yeah.
And he was with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so he was like, "We're leaving." And so we all just kind of agreed and sped walk out of there.
Okay.
Well,
and then you said there was a second?
So then the second time we went up and it was me, you remember?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. And Dad.
All dropped them off.
Yeah. Oh my God. And so it was all 4 of us, and I don't think, she wasn't there, so it was just the 4 of us. And we go up, and we get to that point again, and you smell it. We could smell him again.
Oh yeah,
he was back.
It's the same smell you down here.
Yes. So we
can smell him.
We turned around and we told her. Oh,
I said, "I'm not trying to freak you guys out, but that's the fucking smell." I was like, "That's the smell." I was like, "I'm not going further." I was like, "That's
so
the smell."
we left. Again.
But then on the way back, remember, we never saw it going up. But you know, on the river before you cross the bridge, that there's kind of that weird opening.
Okay, hang on. As on the stream.
Mm-hmm. So when you get ready to do that first one, you know how there's kind of a little flat area.
Yeah.
I swear on my life. Now it doesn't mean I didn't miss it going up. But that being said, on the way back, it was almost as somebody had done some witchcraft ritual or something. Yeah. There was like a weird voodoo doll. It was very colorful, and it was sitting there in that spot.
Red yarn.
In the red
yarn.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm actually kind of surprised because this is all coming back to me now.
Yeah,
as well.
and no, and that was there. And even I looked at, my dad and my stepmom, and I was like, I swear that wasn't there. And they agreed. They didn't think it was there either when we went up.
Wow. And
then they could smell the smell.
They didn't like it.
And that we just kind of tootled out of there.
Yeah, we left.
So I'll tell you off camera some other weird stuff that I've had. I've had marbles go missing and then come back.
Really?
Like I put a marble, I found a rock. Well, found a rock up on an edge, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is kind of intriguing. This rock standing up on edge. I would have to look at my other videos, see if I have this. But that's pretty darn intriguing.
Yeah.
So I put a marble on it. Watch it. Nothing. Came back. It was gone. Well, squirrel, raven.
Something, yeah, you look around.
Every time I walk up to I video as I walk up to this rock.
Yeah.
Just because I might miss something.
Yeah.
I have 3 months of video of me walking up to this rock. Went up there with a friend of mine at night. My son, his friend, and his girlfriend were hiking up. We go up to the bridge, hiking down from the bridge. I'm telling them stories, and I told my son, if you ever smell anything weird, have anything weird, let me know. So here we are up by the bridge, up by the rock wall. And Darren and I both smelled, as we walked through, a distinctly stinky smell. And it's gone now. And I'm walking along and go, whoa, that's weird. And I smelled something. And he looks at me and goes, Dad, did you just smell it too? And I went, yeah. And it's gone. We go hiking up to these marbles off trail. So it's not where people go.
Yeah.
Hiking up, I'm explaining, this is where the marble was. There's a red marble. And my friend's son goes,
what about this one, boy?
oh, that's my marble.
Scorpion.
And it was on the path next to another upright rock that was now on its edge right there on the path that I go up to these rocks.
That's crazy.
There's another rock almost by the sawmill where these things are. So what, now that you're walking, have you been out here since then?
Once.
You did? Yeah.
I had to, yeah.
Now that you're here now, what do you think about this? How are you feeling?
Anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like it here.
And we're rushing the sun, and you don't want to be out here dark.
No. Preferably not.
Look at the baby moo cow playing. The calf is playing. Look at him.
Yeah, I mean, this is normal. We got cows. We got, having a good time playing. Just normal country life out here.
Yeah.
It's normal until it's not.
Until it's not.
Yeah, until it's not.
I can't tell you how many times I talk to hunters that say, I have been in the woods for 40 years. I've never seen anything. And then they say, but then I saw it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's all fun and games until it's no longer fun and games.
Now,
I kind of think that's how we feel too. Like I said, we spend outdoors all the time. Never had anything like this, ever.
This is where we had our prayer moment, where our inner red flags were going, hey, something's not normal here. Right. But as you can hear right now, you can hear a cricket off in the distance.
The cars, everything.
The cars. When we were here that day,
nothing.
There was no cicadas, no birds, no wind, nothing. Soundless.
And that's what was the first red flag, because I was like, dude, I don't hear anything.
And you noticed it was noticeable that you didn't hear anything.
Yes.
Yeah, like he said, no cars, no anything.
Yes.
Did you comment on that before you saw this?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, as we were walking in, I was like, Mom, where's the cicadas? Because typically when you're walking through here, the cicadas before, I don't know, since it's a little darker now, they're so loud. You can barely hear yourself talk sometimes.
But the birds and stuff too. I mean, like,
there was no birds, nothing.
Nothing. Like he said, no cars, nothing.
And it's 7 a.m. It's not like people aren't supposed to be going to work right now.
so I mean, even now, I hear cars.
Yeah.
In the distance.
Yeah.
Yes.
You couldn't hear cars.
There was nothing.
Nope.
Which makes me wonder if you entered into
A weird
Zone.
Yeah.
like passed through into something.
And that's why we were telling you too, it was like everything had like froze. It was like frozen.
Ditch stuff here, which I think maybe plays into it, is water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's something to do with water.
Every time we've had an experience with this thing, water's been not too far from us.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to, see that little bridge down there? We can go across that. I can show you exactly where it ran across, and hopefully those trees are still there.
Let's do that.
So me and my grandfather, as we're realizing what's going on, are crossing this exact same bridge after we came back that we are walking across right now.
So it must have jumped the canal.
Yes. And as we were walking this way, the grass was so tall. You could see that it had been pushed over as it was running.
So you could find the path that it was.
So yeah, you had its exact path. And these. So it was a tree like this. That hang on. Yeah, you're good. It was a tree like this that was knocked over. Okay. And then that big tree in the back there is the exact same tree that was knocked over when we came back here and looked at this.
And as you're coming through here, your grandfather's seeing the destruction. Or
Yes.
seeing the path. What's his thinking at the time?
His thinking was, his exact words were, "You guys saw something. I don't like it. Let's get out of here."
I mean, that was after he saw this. But
Yes.
On his path in.
Oh,
What was he thinking? I mean, he's looking at going,
you could see the color from his face fading.
wow.
So
what am I looking at?
this big tree directly in front of you was knocked over.
This one on the left?
Yes. Now it has been moved, but that one and then the one in the far back there, that bigger one, was also knocked over.
Okay, so this.
Yes. This was the one. This stump, this tree, but this tree has been moved since.
Okay.
Because it used to be slumped that direction.
Okay.
And then that big tree in the background there. Yes, that one.
Let's go get it.
Let's go. Now, at the time, these trees were still growing. And when we came back, they were green on the inside. And
This is what, 5-6 years ago now?
Give or take.
4 to 6 years, 4 to 5 years.
Yeah, I'd probably say around 4 to 5.
But you can see a path that had.
Yes, it had pushed over through all this.
Okay, which one am I looking at?
The stump that's on top of this big dirt pile here, that was a pretty big tree. It was where all these roots are sticking out of. It had knocked this thing over.
This got knocked over by it?
Not this bottom part here, but the tree. Like this all was still here, but this tree part was full grown and it was on top, and it was knocked over. Yeah, there's the tree.
Okay, so this tree's been.
It was bulldozed. Is the best way of putting it.
This tree, I'm playing difficult here.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be difficult, but
No, yeah, you're good.
because everybody's gonna be looking at this going, no way.
Yeah, this tree. It was in such a hurry. Surprised that we saw it, and us seeing it bulldozed.
Did you see the tree go down?
We heard it. You heard it. We heard it. We heard sticks and stuff snapping.
Do you think it could have been a different tree than this one?
It's a possibility, but I could swear it was this one. It's been a long time.
And Grandpa's not around anymore.
No, Grandpa was there for it.
I know, but he's not around anymore.
No, he's just camera shy.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
He won't do this. It was either that tree or this one. It was one of these two.
Okay, let's see what this is, because that
was pretty, it was still a big tree. I think this one's more kind of accurate to what it was, because that's about the thickness that me and my grandpa remember.
Wow.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Like I said, a small tree similar to that, and then it was a big tree, and because there was 3, because I told you it had ran through, it had pushed, and then it had swatched back, it started going back this direction-ish, and
heading east.
And it could have, this honestly might have been the 3rd tree.
Wow.
Because it knocked over one big one medium size-ish, and then one like this. Like, honestly, this might.
Wow. That's terrifying.
It was.
All of this stuff wasn't, like...
Yeah.
It was... No, it's... Yeah. Try not to sound loony, you know?
No, I know. I mean, and that's the hard part is... It's a crazy story.
Yeah.
Dare I say, it's an unbelievable story. But when you got believable people telling you an unbelievable story.
Yeah,
That's the reason I do.
makes it seem a little more
It's how do
realistic.
you square that? I mean,
Yeah,
that's the hard part.
people to believe or see in detail without them being there that day.
Yeah. Okay, let's get back to your mom.
Yeah, sounds great.
Well, thanks for coming along the ride, and I hope you enjoyed this interview. It was one of the most incredible interviews I've done, especially that it was so local. And it makes me think about the other Dogman stories that are just incredible, because here's something that just doesn't exist, but these guys saw it. So it raises so many questions. You know, obviously they saw it here on the Riverwalk, but where did they see it? Was it really here, or was it in a parallel dimension? When did they see it? It was in the morning, but could it have been in a different time frame? I don't know. There's so many questions. These guys, obviously, they saw something. They were terrified. They did not want to come down here that night and show me what happened. And then the stuff at home, and then the stuff up at the Florence Mountain Park. Something's going on, and I don't know what it is. Let me know what you guys think. And if you or anybody you know has an encounter story, whether it's Dogman, Bigfoot, UFOs, anything else weird like that, let me know. Encounters@modernexplorer.me. I'm going to be searching and trying to continue my own investigations into weirdness and getting more and more stories, which I've got a lot of. So stay tuned, and thanks.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.